There's one thing I noticed from that time of COVID times. There were three guys, two white guys, one black guy. When they was walking on the road, somehow they was able to intercept the fifth chakra, what's the throat chakra. From that moment, I remember doing this. And I was like, I never experienced that before. That's strange. That's weird. And I remembered from that moment, when I walked down the road, people are prone to it at different radius. Each individual is not the same and can be prone to it at different radius. Some are more tolerant to it than others. If I walk down the road all the time, they don't need to see you. They don't need to hear you. They don't need to smell you. They don't need to know that you're there. They'll start coughing. That was the first one. Before you realized it, it went from coughing to choking. People start choking when you're getting a certain radius of an individual. Each individual is different to when they are able to be more prone to it, right? Then you got the other one where people start sneezing, right? And they will start sneezing. And what happened when they start sneezing? They'll keep continuously sneezing. But once I create more of a separation distance, it stops. Then I realized something strange. These things happen when I'm there. So I was like, the only way to find out, does it work with babies? Does it work with children? As I walked around that corner, there was a newborn baby. As he got in a certain radius, the baby started choking. Saliva coming out his mouth, everything. That's when I was like, oh. So this ain't no coincidence. I'm not imagining things. Because the baby is pure awareness. It's consciousness. The baby's not being programmed. And plus, the baby didn't know I was there either. So I was like, this is nothing to to do with what a person's being taught. It's nothing what you being taught. There's something where there's something out there, right? Something out there where whatever those three guys passed on, because this guy was on the opposite side of the road. It wasn't like the guy was near me that passed us over. He was over there. Next minute, I walked down the road, and through all these years, I've been noticing it. Even now when I was coming home, people will start coughing, choking, and sneezing when I'm in a certain radius of them. But how do you stop that? How do you change that? How do you get rid of that? What happened at that moment? What the hell did those three, right, pass on to my direction? I could walk down the road and then people just start spitting. Start going weird. So it went from sneezing. No, it went from coughing, choking, sneezing to spitting. But what's the next one? What's the fifth one? What's the fifth one? People start collapsing around you or something? What's the fifth one? So basically I've been noticing this. So for a long time I've been studying this. And if I'm walking with people that I know and I try to prove the point to them, the point don't get proven. It's something that happens when you're by yourself. Because when I try to show my friend it, he goes, that if it happened as you're saying it, we would have something to go on. But somehow it didn't happen. But as I went by myself, it actually happened. So I realized this is something that happens when I'm by myself. So there's something, when I'm by myself, it's activated. When I'm with other people, it's not activated. There's just some strangeness here. And even at this moment, I can't figure it out. I don't get it. I don't understand. But all I know, there's there's something in the works. There's just something out there where it's like, yeah, let's just trigger up and let's do this thing. Because the way my fifth chakra got intercepted, it's the same way their one's getting intercepted. But the thing is, if I go online and research this, there's no answer on the internet. There's no answer there. So the question is, how do I find this answer? There must be someone that knows about this type of things. Because for me, I want it to disappear. I want it gone. I don't want to be walking on the road with these things like this. It's annoying. It becomes a nuisance. So the only thing I'm saying is, there's something there. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But when I run into those three guys, I've noticed it. Anywhere I go, right? They don't need to see, they don't need to hear, they don't even know you're there. Yeah, it's just something where there's something that got passed on, that's awakened, that's been triggered. When I'm out there, that's how I know. How many times I should come home? There'll be a man laying in his bed. I walk past his window all the time. And every time I get to his window, he always coughs. Always coughs. Always coughs. Without fail. But have you ever sat there and goes and asked himself, how comes I always cough when the man with the bike goes past my window? Has he ever realised that? I think, hold on. Am I coughing because he's always walking past my window? And if that's the case, then how does that make sense? Have you ever thought about that one? The one thing that I can say straight, I've been many places, right? And I heard someone cough in places where I thought they weren't even there. I can go for a park and I can walk past a bush in the pitch darkness and a man will cough. I'll be like, wow, I didn't even know he was in the bush. But he was prone to it. So, whatever this thing is, it needs to go. But how do you get rid of it? That's the problem. Whatever this thing is, has to be dealt with on a spiritual level. It's not something you can just think it out. Thinking it out ain't gonna change it. It's something that has to be done on that type of level. But that's just something I wanted to say anyway. Let me get out of here.